Trust you're having a good week. It's good to have you with us right in the middle of the work week here on this Wednesday. And today I'd like to look at 1 Corinthians chapter 9. The Apostle Paul was trying to get this church at Corinth to think right. They had such a tendency to think carnally, to try to have gain from their Christianity, and there was all kinds of divisions and problems, and all of this is dealt with. And then he gives them, I think, one of the key secrets to living a life that counts for Christ, and one that will keep us focused to where we don't get ourselves discouraged. And we read that in verse 24 of chapter 9. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. Now here we have the illustration of a runner. If a runner is a competitor, he has one goal, and that is not to finish the race, but to win the race. Now we're to finish our course, as the Apostle Paul says in 2 Timothy chapter 4. But the emphasis here is that when those that run, they run with the very clear intention of receiving a reward. They want to do their best and accomplish a mighty accomplishment by winning that race. For us, we realize that only one receiveth the prize in a human race, but in the spiritual race, every one of us can go for the gold, so to speak. In other words, when we know what that finish line is and we know what God wants, we can actually win the prize. And there is a crown for those that finish the course, not just finishing it by completing a basic course, but running to win. Well, that is for anyone who will trust the Lord. And so God wants us to have that kind of focus. Listen, when you're focused on doing what God wants and accomplishing His will and seeing His perfect plan accomplished, then you don't have time to be discouraged. It's not about us. It's about Him. It's about pleasing Him. It's about glorifying Him when we get to heaven. So may God help us to have that kind of intensity. If we do, believe me, God will encourage our hearts and we'll stay focused on what is really important.